Hello dear viewers, in this video we will explore the classification of phylum Chordata in detail. Stay tuned until the end to gain a clear understanding of the context and concept. Now first we start an outline classification of phylum Chordate. The taxonomical divisions of the phylum Chordate now have been settled as the removal of the hemichordates. আমরা জানি প্রথমে হেমিকর্ডেটদেরকেও কর্ডেটদের মধ্যে ইনক্লুড করা হতো, কিন্তু এখন ফাইলাম কর্ডাটার মধ্যে হেমিকর্ডেট নেই, তাকে একটা আলাদা ফাইলামের স্ট্যাটাস দেওয়া হয়েছে। and it has been supported by many biologists like Barrington, Hyman, Newell, etc. From the evolutionary point of view, the subphylum Chordate, Cephalochordate and Vertebrate have been included under the phylum Chordate. তাহলে Chordate can be grouped into two categories: Protochordata, that is acraniata or lower chordate, and craniata or higher chordate. Euchordata. Protochordates include two subphyla, Urochordata and Cephalochordata, and Euchordata have one subphyla, that is Vertebrata. Vertebrata has again two divisions, Agnatha and Gnathostomata. Anatha means lax jaw, Gnathostomata means bear's jaw. Anatha includes the class Cyclostomata. Gnathostomata includes two superclass, Pisces and Tetrapoda. Pisces include Chondrichthyes, Osteichthyes, and Tetrapoda includes four classes: Amphibia, Aves, Reptilia, and mammals. Subphylum Urochordata. General characteristics: these animals are known as sea squids. The life history of Urochordates passes through a dramatic change. এই অ্যানিমালদেরকে সি স্কুইড বলা হয় এবং এদের লাইফ হিস্ট্রি একটা ড্রামাটিক চেঞ্জের মধ্যে দিয়ে যায়, অর্থাৎ এদের লাইফ সাইকেলের মধ্যে লাইফ হিস্ট্রিতে আমরা রেট্রোগ্রেসিভ মেটামরফোসিস দেখতে পাই। দেয়ার কর্ডেট ক্যারেক্টার্স আর মোর প্রোনাউন্সড ডিউরিং লার্ভাল পিরিয়ড। এটাই মানেই হলো রেট্রোগ্রেসিভ মেটামরফোসিস। এদের কর্ডেট ক্যারেক্টার মানে অ্যাডাল্ট ক্যারেক্টারটা হচ্ছে less developed আর larval character হচ্ছে more developed, while in adults they are more like invertebrates than chordates. হ্যাঁ, অ্যাডাল্টদের তুলনায় এরা তোমার ইয়েরা ইনভার্টিব্রেট হয়, chordate. Therefore the characters are described in two heads, larval characters and adult character. এদেরকে দুটো হেডে আমরা ভাগ করতে পারি, একটা larval character আর একটা adult character. Larval character of Urochordates: elongated larva of Urochordata is known as Ascidian tadpole larva. Adult emerges from the larva by the process of metamorphosis. Notochord restricted at the caudal end, and hence their name is Urochordata. Dorsal hollow nerve cord spreads end to end. এদের nerve cordটা end to end extended থাকে. Pharyngeal gill slits are present. Highly active post-anal tail is prominent. এদের post-anal tail হচ্ছে highly active. Adult characters of Urochordates. আমরা দেখব adults are basically solitary and they have a bag like body which is covered by a tunic. সেই জন্য এই গ্রুপটার নাম হলো টিউনিক। এটা the tunic is composed of a protein called tunisia, polysaccharide and glycoprotein. তাহলে এই টিউনিকটা একটা প্রোটিন, টিউনিসিন এবং পলিস্যাকারাইড গ্লাইকোপ্রোটিন দিয়ে তৈরি হয়েছে। The tunic is secreted by the epidermis and contains scattered mesodermal cells. Adults are sessile and attached to the substratum of the sea. Due to extensive development of the atrium, the coelom is greatly reduced and exists in doubtful derivatives like pericardial cavity or gonadal cavity. Incurrent branchial siphon and excurrent atrial siphon from entrance and exit portals for the water that circulates through the body. Branchial siphon opens into a branchial basket, যেটাকে আমরা pharynx বলতে পারি. There is an endostyle which is present in the ventral side of the pharynx. Pharynxের ventral side এ endostyle আছে. It contains ciliated mucous cells, যার মধ্যে কিছু ciliated mucous cells থাকে, and it acts like the thyroid gland of vertebrates. Vertebrates thyroid gland এর মতন এটা কাজ করে. Tiny finger-like sensory tentacles encircle the incurrent siphon to examine the incoming water and prevent large particles from entering. These are hermaphrodite animals. They reproduce both sexually and asexually. Classification of Urochordates. This subphylum Urochordata can be divided into three classes: Acidiaceae, Thaliaceae and Larvaceae. First, Acidiaceae. The general characters of the class are following. They are bottom living, comprises mostly brightly colored marine animals. Some species of this class are solitary and others are colonial. The adults are sessile, undergo retrogressive metamorphosis, but larvae are planktonic and they do not feed. Adults have sac-like body and covered by tunic. Most of the chordate characters that were present during the larval period disappear during metamorphosis in adult. In adult, the nervous system transforms into a nervous ganglia বা nerve ganglia. Example হচ্ছে Acidia, Siona, Hardmania and Botrytis. Thaliacea general character কি বলছে? These are free-living pelagic Chordates. The tunic is transparent and thin. It bears circular muscle bands. They possess encircling circumferential bands of muscles within the walls of the chest. Incurrent and excurrent siphon এদের বডিতে আছে. They are present at opposite end of the body. A few pharyngeal gill slits are present. এদের মধ্যে কিছু pharyngeal gill slit দেখতে পাওয়া যায়. In the life cycle, polymorphism and clear alternation of generations are present. Their adults are without notochords and tail. Salpa, Doliolum, Dolichinia এগুলো হচ্ছে their example. Larvaceae বা Appendicularия general character. They are tiny marine planktonic Chordates. They are found worldwide. Larvaceae received their name because the adults retain larval characteristics similar in some way to the Ascidian tadpole with its tail and trunk. The general resemblance of adult Larvaceans to Ascidian tadpoles suggests that Larvaceans may be neotonous form. They produce a remarkable feeding apparatus that consists of three components: screen, filter and expanded gelatinous matrix. Disturbed or actively feeding Larvacean abandon their old house and builds a new one. The trunk holds major body organs. The tail is thin and flat, that is supported by notochord and large striped muscle cells. Their muscle bands act on notochord to produce movement. A tubular nerve cord is present, but the atrium is tubular nerve cord is present and the atrium is also present. All species except one are monoecious, and most of they are protandrous. Pharynx bears two stigmata which directly open into the exterior. এর example হচ্ছে Oikopleura আর Appendicularia. Subphylum Cephalochordata. They are basically small fish-like translucent marine chordates. Their body is laterally compressed and tapered at both ends with a post-anal tail. They are commonly called lancelet for the shape of the body. There is a low continuous dorsal and caudal fin. No paired fins are there. The body muscles are arranged as a series of V-shaped blocks of striated muscles fibers running throughout the body called myotomes and are separated by sheets of connective tissue, the myosepta, or called myocoma. Their epidermis is single layered. The persistent notochord of the cephalochordate extends from the tip of the tail to the region beyond the brain, hence called cephalochordata. The ventral mouth, surrounded by small tentacle, leads into large pharynx with numerous gill slits open into the atrium. Blood vascular system is closed type and lacks a specialized heart. The blood is colorless and without any respiratory pigment. The dorsal hollow nerve cord runs immediately dorsal to the notochord and opens to the exterior through an anterior neuropore. Their excretory organs are protonephridia with solenocytes derived from ectoderm. এবার আমরা দেখব cephalochordates scheme of classification. Marshall and Williams classified cephalochordata under a single class cephalochordate without order. But in 1974, Chordates proposed a single order Amphioxy without a class. Other authors, including Beryl and Young, omit class and other distinctions. This text follows Young's scheme from the Life of Vertebrate, 3rd edition. Schematic resume কি বলছে? The subphylum Cephalochordata comprises a single family Branchiostomatidae with two genera Branchiostoma and Acimetron. Other genera as Epignothis is now synonym with Acimetron and Amphioxides, once considered as member of the family Amphioxidae, now considered as giant larval individuals of the genus Acimetron. Genus Branchiostoma, it has approximately 10 species. Gonads lie on each side of the body. They inhabit the tropical and subtropical sea. Example হচ্ছে Branchiostoma lanceolatum, Branchiostoma belcheri, etc. Second genus হলো Acimetron. Their gonads lie on the right side and they inhabit the tropical seas. Their examples are Acimetron singalens, Acimetron cultellum, etc. Thank you for watching the video. All the best.